Welcome, Sketchbook Heroes, Sketchbook Warriors. We're going to be doing some drawing again from simple to complex. We're going to go over the secrets to drawing. The secret to drawing. I've got it down to relationships. Einstein was right. Everything's relative. So how does one thing relate to another? And you have to just do that. We start with wrap. We look at ratios, angles, proportions, and then practice one at a time till you get it. You got to take ownership of your learning and see where you get it. If it's too easy, you go to the next thing and you go to the next thing. And then before you know it, step by step, practice, practice, practice. And the more you practice, the more you'll progress. Practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice, which is what is that? What does that mean? Let's get started. Enough. Let's practice. That's what it's about. So let's jump in this. Let me share my screen, and I've got. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, look, that's some some of the. I'm using AI. Yeah, it's for reference material for my painting back there. Here we go. Oh, good. All right. So we will be going back to weekly soon. February. Yeah, I would say February, March at the latest. But again, it's going to be a hangout or the first Wednesday of the month. Warrior Wednesdays will still be the first Wednesday of the month. There was a little bit of a mix up. Here we go. Let's go back over here. Yeah, there was a mix up. All right, we had 59 people signed up for today. Wow, that's awesome. And then 7 of you who were awesome already signed up for that other day. Oh, February. Oh, wait a minute. I have to go to past events. Sorry. I should have this going. Where's my past events? There we go, past. I'm going to use the pictures that were submitted for November 6th. I think, was that it? Was that the date or was it December 6th? Somebody submitted pictures. There they are. All right, we are going to start simple and then go more complex. We are going to start with this simple character here. And then we're going to go more complex. We'll be going to more complex. Probably this he is a little more complex, this guy. And I found the original there. So I submitted that one. Somebody else submitted, I know who submitted that one. And then we've got this one. This is a little more complex. I'm not going to go in order. We're going to draw this. Yes. We are getting into a little more holiday themes here. And we'll simplify this stuff. Yeah, definitely getting a little more tougher. We'll probably move this one up. This sometimes got a lot going. I'm not going to draw everything, but I'll show you how I would draw everything. We'll probably just focus on one thing at a time here. And this one's complex too, but I would show you how I do it. I'm not going to draw the whole thing. I'll show you how I would do it. And this is really simple. We're probably going to move this one up. We'll move that one up. And then this one's a little blurry. I don't know. This is submitted by students. And then a blank page, the scary part. Got to get over it. Just do it. Just do it. Take action. All right, we're going to start here. I'm going to screenshot this and put it in everybody's, put it in the chat. So you can have it, or if you want to screenshot it on your own, I will put it in the chat. Let me see, where's my, here we go. Where's my chat? Where's my chat at? Here we go. All right. No, let me see. Ooh, apologies. What was that? While the floor looks real, I saw. Apologies, my name is Anthony. Okay. Oh, no worries. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm just looking at the chat, old chats. Here we go. All right. A lot of excitement. Excited to be here again too. Woo, here we go. Let me screenshot this. Hopefully it works. All right, there we go. Simple drawing. We're going to start off simple. All right, let's break it down though. Let's break it down like we do. What are the relationships? Well, we've got the head. That's always when you're drawing characters. And somebody submitted in your profile or your sign up for today, they wanted to draw people. There we go. There you go. And you can go at your own pace. Draw the character. If you draw, again, challenge yourself. Where's your challenge? If it's too hard, let me know. I'll try to simplify. If it's too easy, challenge yourself. If it's too hard, well, I try to simplify as much as I can. That's why we go to wrap. We're looking for ratios, relationships first. That's the first R. Relationships. Yep, and the relationships are wrap. Wrap to draw R8 to the double P. Here we go. Let's do this. So let's look at these relationships. The head. So I do see it's like an oval, but how does it relate to a circle? Because we know a circle is a circle, no matter what size, how big or how small. A circle is a circle. It has the same height, same width. That's the ratio. So let's use our circle as a starting point. And let's move that over. It's red for some reason. Here we go. I should go bigger. Go bigger, go home. All right, there's the head. And it's a little bit longer than a head. Let's see. It's got that. So you can see the circle head, the circle here, and then the jaw, which kind of just drops down. And what's really cool about that is you can see the mouth is just a little bit below that circle space. So that really helps. Um, why don't we, let's see. Oh, let's see how that, we can actually see another relationship. Let's copy that, paste it. I copied and pasted. Oh, it's over here. It's the same size. This is the same circle size. And I can put it on top right here. And yeah, it's definitely, it looks like it's probably a fourth. Yeah, it's a fourth. But I wish I could, oh, let me see if I can see, because that's the middle right there. I can see that little blue line. And then the middle, it's less than a fourth. I can see right here, because that's a fourth. So I would probably say what is less than a fourth. I don't know. You're gonna have to eyeball it. Sometimes you just gotta eyeball it. That's it. Let me see if I can grab both. I'm gonna hold down my shift. Cross your fingers. No, it doesn't do that. Doesn't do that. I will just use the circle as a, there you go. Look at that. We have the jaw, and there's a relationship. Control Z, Control Z. I can do that. Let me move this one. The body is a circle. Look at that size. Look at that same height, same width, but it's more of like a bell shape. It opens up at the bottom, but it has that, look at that shape right there. Let's see the bottom part, the legs. Ta-da-ta, it's in thirds. So you can also even break it down into thirds. Look at this, the head, which is plus a little bit, plus the chin, the body, and then the legs. And then let's see out over here, you can see the hand comes out about a circle space. See that? There we go. I can copy paste that, copy, control paste. I already copied it. Just pasting, pasting, pasting. So you can see all these relationships with the circle. And you'll see this. You'll see this. Animators do this with they use the head, and then you're learning anatomy. Again, we are using a simple character. I don't know if you want me to put this. That's simple enough. Let's just do it. Let's just jump in. Enough yakety yak. Don't talk back. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Let me highlight myself because I like just looking at everybody. There we go. There we go. Are we upside down? Yes, we're upside down. We're in the upside down. All righty. Let's see. All right, so you can really quickly just look at the thirds. What's going on here? Oh, you can look at thirds. The thirds, break it down into thirds. Your paper. I missed my second screen. I have to get my two screens up again. Alrighty, here we go. Thirds. And it's a lot of fractions, right? It's a lot of parts. Parts in the whole, being able to see the parts. The big parts, the middle parts, the mama parts, I call them the papa parts, and the baby parts. The papa part is the whole thing. And the mama parts would be broken down into thirds. And I can see here, if I break this down into thirds, I can see how it's going to fit on my paper. Like I said, don't mind this. This is paint. It's not the site of a crime scene. I've been painting on. I'm gonna actually have a new table that I'm gonna go on here. So eventually. All right, so I broke it down into thirds. That's the big shape, and the mama shape is the thirds, and then still mama shapes is the head. I know the head is gonna fit in here, so that's a circle shape, and you don't have to. I mean, this is just seeing these relationships. When you're first drawing, notice how loose I also draw. It's a sketch. It's really a sketch. And then here we go. We're just going to drop down that jaw, drop down the jaw, bring it down and out, and see how it attaches itself to that circle. Boom. See that circle, and we see how far out it comes. And there we go. There's there's the head. That's my granddaughter. And then I didn't break down the other parts of the head and stuff, but I should have. I could have. But we'll just do the best you can. It's not a realistic face, so that's a whole other lesson, drawing the proportions of a face. We're over 4,000 members strong. That's awesome for joining us. And this all kind of last minute. Those of you who found us, awesome. We're here every month right now for now. I've had a lot of challenges, so I've had to kind of like lay back on my classes a little bit. They're free, absolutely free, absolutely. So yeah. And then February, I'm hoping for February to go back to monthly, weekly. I think I made the mouth a little too big, but that's in a relationship. If I make the head bigger, look at that, I can change the relationship, or I can change the mouth smaller. But it's okay. It's not a big deal. It's not about perfection. It's about practice. right? It's about practice. Don't worry about, sometimes we get caught up. Oh my God, it doesn't look the same. Especially, I know that's the biggest fear. And getting over those fears. I mean, it's an inside job, really. And drawing is an inside job. All right, getting that insight and building your confidence. And I'm just, I don't know, I'm not breaking it down. I'm just doing it. See, notice how the nose and the eyes kind of all line up in here. And I would probably even say it's thirds in that circle, right? Yeah. I think the nose is probably a little bit lower, but not a big deal. It's not, well, it's not. And then the eyebrows. And your mileage will vary. You can make changes if you'd like. Let's add the ears, but look at the relationships. Look at the relationships, right? We're looking at the relationships. Where do the ears fit? How do they fit? It's like a puzzle. Every time I see a drawing, it's like a puzzle. I see the parts, and this is what makes drawing fun, right? You're looking at puzzles, and how do the puzzles fit? Fit. Okay, the ear actually, see, you can see how high the ear goes. I can probably bring it up a little bit higher, up a little bit higher. And do a circle there. See how I fixed it right away because I just did it lightly. And then the circle on the other side, but there's overlapping. Let's make sure it gets up a little bit higher. It's all the relationships, how it all fits like a puzzle. And then we've got the hair kind of coming out. Maybe I can actually, I don't know if I need to bring up the head a little bit more. You can always make these little adjustments. Maybe bring up the head a little bit more. There we go. And then we got all this hair, all kinds of hair going everywhere. Uh, let's see, his hair is thinning like mine. TMI. It's all good. I don't know. If we're not having fun, we're not doing it right. It is about having fun. Don't worry about it. I mean, gosh, life is life. Just do the best you can. Although I think I do have a good hair for my age. But it's all good. It's all good. Life. Hey, some of you have been with us since COVID. Oh, yeah, actually, I went to one of our students had a show. Awesome. Regina, those of you who know Regina, she one of our students. She's actually going to have some work also again on Friday. She's been active. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And she's been here through COVID and other stuff. And she's putting on shows and it's awesome. It's really exciting. She had a show. I should have had that information for everybody here ready. Maybe I can look for it right now on my phone after this drawing. Let's see. Once you're happy with the face, if you're happy with the face, that's the place. That's good. And you can take that circle head and then use that for the body. I think that's pretty good. There's thickness for the hair, and the hair. I can see the relationship. Actually, the hair comes out beyond the ear. Now and there's a thickness to the hair, a thin and thickness to this hair. So try to get that thick and thinness for the hair. And the quality of line will come with time. And if you're doing it sketchy, that's okay. Just know that you want to improve your quality of line. First things first, though, focus on one thing. You can only really focus on one thing at a time, and your drawings will improve. It's not going to be perfect at first. And that's how Regina actually, she remembered that. She called them Chavezisms, or Eladio, no, she called them Eladio-isms. That's what she did. I don't know if she's here. I should have reminded her we were on tonight. All right, here we go. Oh, there's only let me see, we got that hair. I think I'm adding extra hair. I'm not paying attention. Oh yeah, no, this is two. Except it's probably a little bit longer than what I have right here, which is fine. Yeah, just fix it. There we go. And then this one's kind of got to see where it ends, where it starts, and then just kind of go with the flow. Oh, tal cual. Oh, I looked that up, tal cual. And I think it said like this or something like that. I think that's what it said, tal cual. I don't have my computer stuff going. It would ask. I kind of missed the highlight. There's a little bit of a highlight in the eyes. I kind of just shaded them out. Oh, I can add it right here in this one a little bit and shade the rest of it. It's got one highlight. That's all right. That's good. All right, let's do the rest of the body. We got the head. I am going a little slow. We will speed it up. And then here we go. Here's the body. The body is again a third. So let's see if we get that head part. Bring that down. Yeah, that's. I think that's right about right. There's a little bit of overlapping. How artists create space. So This goes under the chin, then comes down. Yep, yep, yep. How do artists create space? This is flat. So we put things under. I call it, we're going through everything today. I call it, what do I call it? Somebody put it in the chat. I call it space pods, PODS. You have placement. Things that are lower are closer to you. Things that are higher are further away. Then we have O, that's placement. And then we have O for overlapping. There's things that are in front, things that are behind. You use overlapping, like this arm. This arm is in front of the body here. We have this body, then this arm goes in front. So there's a little bit of overlapping. Actually, you can see like right in here. Look right in there. We're going to put that arm just a little bit over and attach it over. So that overlapping, that little bell shape. And this is a compound shape. It's almost like getting a circle and stretching it out. And it's got height and width to it. There we go. Even drawing stick figures is good. My eraser, there it is. Erase, erase. I like just to practice my drawing. I don't worry about erasing so much. It's a sketch. You can sketch things in, make them a little dark. All right, this hand. Ooh, let's break down this hand. This hand is I can see it, and this is what I talk about seeing parts and whole. When you want to see parts and whole, you want to see it as one big part, like one big piece. I can see this as one big piece, right? I can see this as one big piece, like this. See this angle and this, and then I can see the parts. I can see the finger parts. There's one here, and then another two on this side. See? So I can see the papa shape and then the baby shapes, right? The parts in the whole. And I can switch that back and forth. You got to practice that. And that does take some practice. And then you just put it all together. And so you can see I can just trace, almost like tracing my little sketch there and just come around, up and around. See, there we go. Bam. Look at those fingers. And then we got the feet, the legs coming out. Just at an angle. Notice the height and the width. Probably goes a little bit thinner. Oh yeah, it does. Probably a little bit over here. Notice the spacing right in here, that space. There's a little space right here. Backwards 7. And this foot on this side coming down. Look at the relationships, right? It's like a puzzle. If you like to do puzzles, here you go. Drawing is a puzzle you can take with just a pencil anywhere. We were buying puzzles yesterday, and we were looking at puzzles, and I got one that said 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5 years on it. And it only took me 2 months to make. So I was pretty proud of myself. Ta-da. I know people, some of you chuckling. Some of you'll chuckle later when you get it later. I'm like, what? Oh, okay, I kind of get it. All right, all right. Yep, yep, yep. There's a little bit of a gap. The angle, that's the other one. We have ratios, we have angles. This angle is pretty straight up and down, pretty vertical. Then you have horizontal. Then you have the other angles, diagonal. This one's less than diagonal. This angle here is pretty steep. And that's the A in wrap. Ratios, angles, proportions. Proportions is how big something is compared to something else. And we're kind of doing proportions, how big this foot is in there. We can, I'm kind of eyeballing it. But it's probably a little, probably, no, I probably could be, let me see. I'm looking at my drawing, taking a measure. Oh, that's pretty good. It's a little bit more. Let's see, this one. Yeah, it's about it. Probably could be a little bit less. Just a little bit. Notice how far it sticks out. I don't know how much you want me to break stuff down. Sometimes I've broken things down so much for the last 2+ years of doing this. I'm thinking of just, yeah, that's why we're going to go just to once a month now. We were doing this weekly. I know, but we'll be hanging out. We'll be doing the hangouts. All right, let's get this other arm. And then, yeah, I don't know if you want to do the cleanup lines and get an inking and all that other stuff, get some really sharp lines and the thickness of line that all comes after. You can do that. And the more you practice, you can actually just do it without the sketching. All right, now here we go. Here's the hand. Now we got to kind of see how far it goes out. Again, it was a circle shape, right? Oh, that circle. Bring that out. That's how far out that hand goes. So you get the thickness of that circle, same height, same width. And then we're going to bring that out, and that hand goes out that far. right? In the hand, I can see it kind of, it's right in here. And then the arm kind of curves out to it. The arm curves out to it. And that's kind of placement, right? Because you can have stuff, yeah, the double P is proportions and placement. It's how things fit, the placement. Sometimes you can get things in proportion, but the placement's off. And that's the difference between a horse and a cow. Your horse has a longer neck, even longer neck is a giraffe. You can have the proportions right, but if the placement's not in the right spot, that'll also affect your drawing. So those are all the little problems and challenges I see people have with their drawings, and that's okay to have those challenges. It's okay. It's okay to be out of proportion until you then you realize, oh, it's out of proportion. Oh, my angles. I need to work on my angles. Then you focus on them and you fix those things. All right, so we can see the parts in the hole. Here's the big part, and then the thumb. There's a thumb in here. There's like a little oval in there, and then all these fingers are kind of like together, all together like bananas, banana fingers. But there's overlapping in there. Sorry if I'm jumping from stuff to stuff. Let me see. I don't know if there's stuff in the chat. Just checking the chat real quick. What does RAP stand for? Again, there we go. Ratios, angles, proportions, and practice. And then the bonus is patience and persistence. Yep, yep, yep. That's the bonus. Patience and persistence. Because that's what it takes. It takes patience and persistence. The persistence of memory. So here we go. Patience and persistence. But I don't have patience. God give me patience and I want it right now. It does take time. But you see, that's the thing. You can feel yourself losing patience. I'm like, okay, that's the time you need to practice patience. Because when you're like, oh, okay, right now is the time I need to practice my patience. Take back, a step back, meditate. We're observing and looking. This pinky that's closest to us is what's first here. Should I close? Ready for my close-up? Let's zoom in a little bit, maybe. Bam. A lot of shadows. We got the pinky that's right there. And then we got the next finger. There's only 3 fingers, so that's the middle finger is right here. Try to get that middle finger, the butter finger, and then the pointer finger right in there. See? Boom. So you've been able to see the parts and the whole, right? There we go. There's the hand. And I think that's it. There's a lot of shadows and other stuff. If you want to practice your shading, there's some shading. We can do some shading. Nobody likes a shady beach. I got a pillow that said that. Nobody likes a shady beach. Here we go. It's all sunny. Yeah, but we're out of the sun. We're into the fall, soon to be winter. Feels like winter. It's been cold. It's been chilly. Got some fires in Malibu though. Fires in Malibu out here. Oh, good. There's a little bit darker on one side. It's good just to practice your shading. Shading is really one of the last elements. There's 7 elements of art. There's line, shape, and yeah, and value. But really, shape is the one. Shape and then form. So there's 7 elements. Oh, the shoes are dark. There's highlight right in there, and the shoes are dark. And this is good practice too, just to get that in there. Okay, shade the shoes. There's another highlight on this side. Make the shoes shiny, just like the eyes are shiny. The shoes are shiny, shiny shoes. All right, here we go. Let's shade it in real quick. Bam, bam, bam. That's good practice. Yeah, and it's what's more important is the line. It's line, shape, and this order. I don't see it this order in any books, and I've studied art for years. Shape, form. Form is 3D. That's the next level. That's when you start looking at spheres and cubes and cylinders. There's 5 basic forms, 3 basic shapes. Form, and then the next one is value. I kind of do it in this order. Value, and then color, and then actually, you know what? I've been putting texture there in front of value. I don't know. It's interswitchable texture. And then space. That's the last one. I always used to forget space. Space. Those are the 7 elements, or the building blocks. They're the building blocks of art. And then wrap. We're using wrap, ratios, angles, proportions, and practice. And it doesn't matter where you're at. All right, let's step it up. Let's go to the next drawing. Oh, what did I want to show you? Somebody put it in the chat. I already forgot. I thought I'd had to wanted to do something. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Regina's work. Regina's work. Let's see. Oh, let me get the next drawing, and then we'll show Regina's work. The next drawing. Ooh, this one's going to be a challenge. Should we do them with hair or without hair? I guess it's up to you. No sé si estoy listo para algo serio. Yeah, that's so true. This is the dating game. That's where I'm at right now. But let's see. Let me share my screen. Oh, where's my screen at? Come on, Zoom. Why are you hiding? All right, here, let me see. Let me share my screen. Bam. There it is. Okay, here we go. So this is he's saying, I don't know if I'm ready for something serious. And he's got the let's see, I like that head of hair. I don't know. I think that's probably easier to do with the hair than this balding kind of so I don't know. Which one should we do? Anything in the chat? All right, let's just go with this one. This one's kind of tough, actually. Let's skip it. There was an easier one. We'll do that one too. That one. That one. Yeah, let's do this one. That one, that one. All right, let's break it down. Let's break it down. Break it down. All right, we got 20 people here. Awesome. Thank you for joining us. Again, we will be going to weekly probably in February, but it'll be a hangout. So once a month, we'll be doing these breakdowns. And then we'll be, okay, let's see. The biggest circle I see is the head. Look at that. It's a little bit more of an oval, but it's if you were to draw a circle, you'd be so close, right? So close. See, it depends on how accurate you want to get. It's always hard to get 100% accurate. So you got to learn to say, okay, learn not to be a perfectionist like me. But you know, you want to aim for it, depending on how much time you have, right? It is you can see, yeah, the top part, and it's more of an oval. Let's see if I squeeze this just a little bit, bring it over. Is it moving? No, it's not moving. I'm using my arrow keys. So it's pretty close to that oval right there. Slight. And then the eyes are raising. Oh, here's a good point. We've got axis lines. These are another lines. Speaking of lines and looking for angles. Let's go to, here we go. There's a little bit of an angle. I don't know. I want to say there is. It's coming down here. This eye, it's not a perfect oval, actually. There's a little bit of a squash at the bottom. And this one actually is kind of pretty straight. I would say pretty straight. This one, I can see the axis line going down this way. Being able to see these axis lines really helps. Look at that right there, that axis line. Bam. And let's break this down as well. Let's break this into parts. So we've got our circle here. I can see it. Let's go back over here. The middle. Break this down into fourths. There's that middle. And let's go over here again. Probably a little more to the left. Well, it doesn't matter. Right in there. That's that middle that way. Fourths. We're going to use the fourths, Luke. Use the fourths. And break this down into fourths. Get that line straight across. There we go. That should be good because that shows us, you see how far this eye goes out, and then here how it all fits. Again, it's like a puzzle, even though it's simple shapes, but there's a lot of stuff going on. And let's screenshot it and let's get going. We got something in the chat. Alan is here. Awesome. Hello. Oh no, she uploaded this picture. I thought she was here. All right. No, it says chill guy, meme, or the Grinch. Chill guy, meme, or the Grinch. Okay. Yeah, we'll do you want to do the Grinch next? We'll do the Grinch guy. The Grinch next. We'll do the Grinch next. I do take requests. Thank you for asking. Let's screenshot this real quick. This one should be pretty quick. The Grinch is going to be a little more challenging. The Grinch, I want to try to go from easy to more complex. And then really, all right, here we go. Let's do this. All right. Yep. Oh, there we go. All right, stop sharing. Bam. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, so let's start off with our circle. Like if you were to do it a circle, see, scribble. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's not about perfection. It's about practice. See here, look how many circles I practiced right there. Bam. Right? Practice. And then choose your circle. Choose a circle that's best. And actually, it's a little bit more of an oval. So if we just stretch it out just a little bit, stretch the truth. Stretch the ratio is what we're doing, changing the ratio. All right. If you have it a circle, that's perfect. If you're worried, sometimes we're afraid to make mistakes, you know. That's the whole thing. Sometimes you wish there was a control Z button in life, a control Z undo, but sometimes you just got to do it and then practice and then get better. All right, here we go. All right, so we're going to break this down into fourths, in half, eyeball it, and then in half again, eyeball it, and then we're going to eyeball the eyeball. It fits in here, the eye, this big eye, and it's the one that comes over because you can see once we have this into fourths, I can see how far it goes out into passing the halfway. We're looking at that relationship. We're looking how big this eye is compared to the head and how far it goes out. We're seeing that relationship. We're seeing the relationship. Oh, what's that song? Ooh, I just popped into my head for a second. A 90s song. Ooh, it's a relationship. All right, here we go. And this eye, the white part comes out past the head, right? Just a little bit. So if I were to draw it, because you don't see it all, this whole oval, it's probably something like that. But it goes into black. It goes into black. The background is black. And that's a lot of shading. And I can see this side, the pupil comes out from out here and then goes in. And this is, well, I was going to say it's a circle, no, but this is also stretched out. This is also stretched out, but notice how it fits in there. Then I can also actually even look at this shape in here and that shape, that moon shape that's right in there that's made. I'm looking at the negative shape or negative space to help with that drawing and seeing how it fits. And see, this comes in right here. This is the outside, and this comes in right in here. And I can see this moon. It'll be a full moon. Right now, the moon probably looks like this a little bit. No, it's about half moon. Probably maybe a little bit more. It'll be full moon on Saturday, Sunday. I'm a lunatic. Yes, I am. Luna. Luna means moon. Oh, look at this angle. I didn't say it, but I see it right here, right in here. This highlight goes at this angle. That pupil, yeah, over the pupil, that highlight. There's that angle, and it's an oval shape, and it's ooh, I can see how it fits. It goes in here a little bit and comes out a little bit. Yeah, it's about that big right in there. Bam. I was gonna do it this big, but it's actually this small. I'm looking at how it relates in there and how it fits in there. There's that oval, and then there's a smaller one, probably right in there, right about there. Bam. And there you go. It's like a puzzle. Some people get frustrated with puzzles, right? It's like, and that's drawing too, but joy. Joy comes from problems you want to solve, puzzles you want to solve. If you don't want to solve it, it's like, you know, it's not for you. All right, here we go. I see kind of like a circle over here, and then it's stretched. And so I'm doing this other pupil, pupil. You guys are my pupils. Watch the spacing in here. I can see the spacing, the negative space. This should go a little bit closer with arid extra dry. Right in there. Right in there. I know we're in here for a while. We're in here for like 3 hours. That's like more than a movie. Some of you guys hang in there. You guys are the hardcore heroes. Sketchbook heroes and sketchbook warriors. I didn't say that today, huh? Wow. I'm losing my practice. All right, so I can see it kind of starts off with a circle, and then I'm going to stretch it out. See that this we've got this actually could start off with a circle here. And that's pretty good. And then we've got from right about in here, I see that line, that angle of this eye kind of coming out. So it's kind of stretches out this way just a little bit, stretching out. You don't see this outside part though. It's really just see this inside part. But yeah, there we go. And then the pupil. Again, just like switching back and forth from small shapes, the baby shapes, the pop mama shapes, and the baby shapes, you should also be able to kind of switch back and forth with other shapes like this. For example, like this oval in here, and then seeing this moon shape. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's playing a trick, and it takes a little bit of practice. I can see that this moon shape actually comes in inside way over here. I was going to draw it way out here, but see, I'm looking at relationships. I can see this going here and doesn't go up that high, and how it fits in there as pupil, and then how it comes out. There's the moon. There's the moon. I can see this moon shape, right? It's being able to, well, it depends on what you focus on. Where energy goes, where your focus goes, energy flows. It's about focus. And drawing, that's what drawing is. You're focusing, you're observing, you're looking. Don't just, practice your drawing, not just with me. You should be practicing every day. You should practice, practice, practice. And just like doctors go to practice, what they call is a practice. Lawyers, they don't win every case, they don't save every life. But without practice, it's you got to practice. All right, looks like I'm somehow off, unless I can say, hey, this head's supposed to come out a little bit further, but the that highlight fits in here somewhere, and I feel like I'm off a little bit, but it's all right. Okay, so I'm gonna fit that highlight right in there. There's one highlight. It's not as big as this one, but maybe a little bit bigger than that. I don't know. That's good enough. That feels right. No, it actually feels small. Something's off, but that's okay. Sometimes you just got to let it go. Say, okay, I'm doing my best. That's all I can do. And then the more you practice, the better you can get. All right, there is a thickness to this line. There is a thickness to this line. This outline right in here. And then we got the brow shapes in here. And I can kind of see the brow shapes right in there and right in there. And there's the brow. It's kind of like worried. I don't know what kind of look that is. There's that shape and there's that shape. And then you've got the two wrinkles that are probably closer together. So I'm going to probably pull this in a little bit more as well. And this one's like a banana shape. There's a thickness to these lines. That's the whole thing, seeing these thickness of this line, the quality of line. See, there's a thickness. It looks like a banana shape. Even though you think it's a line, look, observe. It's not just a line. There's a thickness to it. And it goes to a point. Yeah, that's the point. The point of no return. The point of no return. How far? Can't believe I got to see Kansas twice. 50 years, over 50 years, plugging the music. Kansas, if you don't know who they are, they're the ones, their most famous piece is Dust in the Wind. That's all we are. Oh, look right to that line. All we are is dust in the wind, same old song. Just a drop of water in the sea. Okay, I know you guys didn't come to hear me sing. You came to hear me draw. Hear me draw. Wrong, wrong, wrong sense. If you could hear your drawing, if you could see my singing. All right, so I'm doing that thickness here. And then all this, I don't know if that's the hard part because there's shading. All this would be shaded. This whole thing on the outside would be shaded. So to really make it make sense, I mean, this all goes out. Yeah, yep, yep, yep. This goes this way. Oh, all we need is a couple wrinkles here in the lip. There's this thickness of this eye in here. Let's do the wrinkles. It's got two little bags. Robin Williams, where do you want these bags? From one of his bits. I won't say the actual joke though. All right, here we go. Now I can see this relationship. I can see this triangle shape that goes in here, and it looks like yeah, see, I should be pulling it out a little bit more. There you go. I can pull it out a little bit more. Just that spacing wise, see? Yeah, don't be afraid to fix things up. And try not to erase, but see, there we go. I think it should go out a little bit further. And then right here, overlapping. So we've got this bottom of the head, and then the lip kind of overlaps. Like he's kind of sad, kind of like he's about to cry. And there's, okay, so if I break this down to angles, two angles like this, I can see these two angles, and then there's curves in it, right? But I can see they kind of go in this direction, right? So now I can add the curves, right? A little more from general to specific. So generally, they go kind of go in this general direction, but more specific, there's a little bit of curve. It kind of like a roller coaster, Colossus. It goes up and then it swings down, and then it curves up, and then kind of curves up. Probably not that high, but yeah, there's a little bit of overshoot, little mountain, then comes up, then. But I could see that, and that's also mama shape, papa shape, mama shape. Right, the papa shape was that triangle, and then mama shape has a little more finesse. Baby shape would there's more stuff to it, but there's not. All right, here we go. Whew. Let's move on to the Grinch.
He's a mean one. Mr. Grinch, happy holidays.
I try to entertain. I know it's kind of hard. Focus, though. Focus. It helps with focus. Drawing is so, oh my gosh, we live in incredible times. You got to learn how to draw. Why? Why is the question. And so many reasons for observing, to help record and help bring, once you practice your drawing and you can get really good at it and know everything's made up of shapes, everything you see is made up of shapes, even form. This is form here. It's a circle there. You can see those circles. But if I turn it, it's a cylinder, right? This form. Some of my Liquitex colors here. Yeah, it's form. That's the next level. Yep. And we live in incredible times. And why? Because you can bring your ideas to reality so much sooner now. And with drawing and bringing your imagination and grabbing hold of those ideas, so you can dream, design, do. Dream, design, do. You have something and you bring it to life. All right, next one. We're gonna go towards, we're gonna do. Oh, we lost two people. We're gonna go ahead and do
The Grinch.
the Grinch, Mr. Grinch. Let's see, share my screen. All right, close that one. I had two open. Let me see. What's this? Oh yeah, close that one. Let's go over here. Oh, I don't like that. All right, the Grinch, the Grinch. Oof, that's a tough one. Oh, here's the Grinch. All right, so this is if I were to draw this, I would break this down as well. You can see all that's going on right here. This is a lot. You see 0 to 3, not for 0 to 3. It's all a 1,000 piece puzzle. It's not going to take you 0 to 3 years. Let me zoom in. Let's try to zoom in a little bit. There we go. See if we can move this over. If not, we're in trouble. Oh, not good, not good. Oh, that's right. They messed with my stuff again. No. All right, let's see if we can do this differently. Copy image address. Where there's a will, there's a way. You got to problem solve. Got to figure things out. Yep, there we go. See, copy paste it. Yep, that's what happens sometimes. Let's see if this, there we go. That's better. Yeah, I used to be able to do this inside the inside. How much should we draw? There's so much to draw right here. All right, there's so much to draw. The main stuff is the face. There's really a lot to draw here. I think we're going to keep it simple. If you want to draw the rest of the body and everything, that's up to you. I think we're going to try to keep it simple. And then we'll get complex. We'll get complex. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, you got to see where your what your level's at. I think we're just going to go for it. I think I'm just going to go for it. Let me just point out, I guess, a little bit. I won't cut it because I can break this down. We can observe and break this down all night. But sometimes you just got to jump in there and do it as well. You guys get the idea. I'm just giving you the idea. You got to do it on your own. Do it on your own. Okay, so like the head, because that's the part that really matters. There's like a circle shape there, and then there's an oval shape. More oval shapes, please. There we go. Oh, my granddaughter. Something's happening. All right, a little bit thinner. Yep, here at the studios. So it's not a perfect oval. There's actually a little bit, it goes a little bit thinner in there and then it moves in there, but you can see those two shapes. I don't have then the relationship of those two. Actually, I can see this like a, well, it looks like a potato head, but you can see that circle that really helps. And then you see the relationship of that oval to it. And then that'll be it. Let's see how much we do. I'm gonna draw off with the face, take my time with the face, and then I'm gonna speed up and do the rest. I'll speed up and do the rest. Let's take this circle shape though, and see how it relates to the rest of the body, or the rest of the some stuff. We're gonna use that as relationships. Control C, copy, paste. So we have a circle, and see right there. Look at that, right where the hat is. Paste it again, and that's red. See right there. It's the hat is more than two circles high. Right in there. Probably just paste it again. So you can see the relationships here. But you would do this on your own. This is why you see artists sometimes going like this with their thumb or trying with their pencil. See, it's oof, three plus actually two and a half, more than two and a half heads. The hat heads or the circle heads tie high. Let's do the same thing. Let's do some more pasting, and let's get this drawing on the road. Let's get this drawing on the road. There's one circle. Paste. Another circle. There's two circles. Paste. Yep, yep, yep. And then we've got that big old turkey. The red gets lost in the red. All right, let's screenshot it. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do it. Take action. All right, we got a person back. Somebody might have been having trouble, but welcome back. I hate I hate when people having let's say it, having technological difficulties, technical difficulties. I'm having speaking difficulties. All right, there it is. It's in the chat. Let's get started. Let's do this. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's next get a fresh sheet of paper. Thank you, Mr. Ramirez. Miss you. Miss you, Mr. Ramirez. Miss you, miss you. It's all good. All right, here we go. Former teacher. All right, so let's start off with the head. I don't know how much I'm going to fit. Let's do it this way. Let's go vertical. Change the because I know there's a lot of verticality. But we're going to start off with the head. The head's the most important part. I know there's the hat's pretty big. The head, circle shape. And I'm just going to say the relationships. I kind of didn't really do it too much. Then there's an oval shape. The oval shape kind of goes the middle. Here's the middle. It's a little bit below the middle. And the oval shape kind of it looks like a pear. Comes out this much. And this is where I see the going from the mama shapes to the papa shapes, being able to see the mama shapes, which are the shapes individually, and then seeing them together as one shape, right? Seeing them together as one shape, that kind of helps, right? That helps. There's the head. I think so. And then I'm gonna bring it down, bring the neck down. The neck goes down. If there was a circle, here's our circle. The circle's coming right in here, I would say. I can line it up. The head, the neck goes to the middle of that circle. See that circle right in there? I'm imagining that circle down here under. This is just a relationship circle. It's the intervention. No, it's the I'm on fire tonight, huh? It's the friendship circle. I don't know. It's the scale circle, the proportion circle, the head circle, bringing it down. But it's right in the middle. That's how that neck should kind of be right in there. I think that's good. That looks good. All right, so I would pull this cheek down a little bit. I mean, there's little things, and this cheek up maybe. I don't know. There we go, like that. Yeah, there's a little bit of this going on, this back part, and then this cheek here, and then the eyes are off center. So here's the middle. The eyes are a little bit to the right, right? So this eye does cover up the middle, and right where that oval shape is, right on top of the oval shape, right in there, right where that middle line is, that axis line. And then we have the other half moon a little bit smaller eye. These U shapes, they're two U shapes right there. Let's zoom in. What is he talking about? Ah, there we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. So you should have that. Look at the relationships. That's the middle. And fractions too. Drawing is a lot of fractions. Fractions, I hate math. I hear that a lot. Students. And that's the thing with math too, you know. If you hate math, a math book has a lot of problems. So I went to I don't know. Anyways, the nose is right in here, right in that football shape that we made with the circle and the oval, right in the middle on the right side, right between the eyes, right in here, right in there. A little bit of an oval shape right in there. That's where the nose is. Bam. Yeah, and it has a highlight too. Look at keep that little highlight. Keep that highlight. And then there's the eyelashes. How many are there? There's like three, four. I count four. So I see the three, one, two, three. There's the middle one, and then the fourth one on the side. There we go. Four eyelashes. And then another, I don't know, I can't see. One, two, three, one, two, three, and then a fourth one on the side. Yeah. Eyelashes. There we go. And then the eyebrows way up here. It's got some eyebrows way up here. If you're muted, oh, I guess, yeah, you are muted. You can unmute yourself, but if you have questions, put them in the chat. And then this eyebrow just a little bit smaller, a little bit to the right. And this face is a little bit facing to the right. That's why you get this cheek kind of doing what it does right in there. All right, and nothing in the chat. There we go. Good, now I can see the chat. Now the mouth. The mouth goes from way up in here. It fits in here. And it's got this shape. It has a little bit of a curve here. You can see that curve. And then it curves this way. It has a cheek curve. So if I were to imagine a circle in here, see that circle in there? That's what's going on right there. That cheek is a part of that circle. And then it curves down right in there. And then you've got on this side, another little one, another little cheek right on that side. Now I can see where it starts and where it stops. And all it is just almost like a U-turn right in here.
I'm a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Really are a hero. You're as batty as a fruitcake.
All right, here we go. Now there's a little bit of a curve here. Now it curves out this way, which kind of goes along this three-dimensional form. This is this artist knows form. So this kind of curve, that little like middle lip goes right in there. And then you have all the detail, all the cross-hatching and everything else that kind of makes up the shading. I won't worry about that right now. Let's get that because that's just detail. Detail usually I try to focus on last because there's so much of it. You can get lost in the detail. I want to see the big shapes, and the detail is the baby shapes, right? The baby stuff. Try to see the big shape, the middle size stuff, the middle size stuff, and the big size stuff. As an artist, when I as a kid, when I was a kid, when I was young, when I was young, I would just focus on the detail. I love the detail. I would just get lost in the detail, and my drawings would be all out of proportion because I was so focused on the details. I was getting lost in the leaves of the forest for the you get lost for the however the saying goes. Anyways, all right, we've got some circles up here. We've got three circles. Let's put these three circles. We got one right here, two. I'm just using this kind of freely, loosely to get the size of the hat. Two, and then three. The hat's going to come up there, a little bit less than three. But I can see these circles of the head. If I need to make them a little bigger, I can make them a little bigger. It's just to get the placement. Then I can see the hat goes one way, then it goes the other way, and then it comes up. And then right in here is another ball. I can see that that's a mama shape. There's a lot of detail in there, but I can see the mama shape. You should be able to look at it and see the mama shape and then see the baby shapes. Right? The mama shape is that it's inferred, it's an inferred circle. And then right underneath it, it kind of curves this way. And then it
And
curves.
Ladio,
Yes.
Can you, yeah, that's right. Get more of the hat on there. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Right when you said, I was like, oh, you gotta zoom out. We're gonna zoom, zoom, zoom out, zoom. There we go. All right, so I got my three circles. Sorry about that. Thank you. Yeah, regulars. All right, all right. Right, all right. Oh, all right, all right. Okay, so that circle, okay, so I got those three circles and I got my circle here. This is the one that's the implied uh pom-pom. It's really a circle, but that, you got to see that first. Don't get lost in the details. It's good. It's good to get lost in the details, but you got to learn to see like the structure. This is the structure. Once you have the structure down, you can do the structure really light. I kind of go dark so you could see it, but I would go really lighter than this. I'd go lighter than this and go quickly, just get the structure in there. And then on top of that, then I can do the detail. For example, I can see, and I don't always break it down like this, but I can see one little oval there, another oval there. There's like three ovals on the top. And then there's like three little ovals on this side right here. There's three ovals on the top. One, two, three. Let's zoom in. Bam. On this pom-pom on the top. So there's these three ovals, and then there's three smaller ones on this side right in here. One, two, and three. The middle one. There we go. Bam, like there. And then there's two on this side. One, two. And it's all really dark, but let's go darker. As I can go darker in here. See, there's one, two, three, and it's inside that circle. See, one, two, three, and then one, two. There's the pom pom, and then there's a lot of in and outs and a lot of little detail going on here with this the hat. Try to get the flow, the movement of it. There we go. Let's get that flow. And there's a little bit of overlapping right here. There's a little bit of S curve kind of thing. The thickness as it gets comes down, and then lands on top of the head. Oh, on top of this other part. Okay, let's see. And there's a lot of more detail and stuff that I'm kind of like missing out. If you want to get more accurate, you can, but there's a lot of little things I'm just skipping over. Now, this part right in here. This part is going to be interesting. Let's zoom in so you can see what I'm going to do, how I'm going to break this down. I can also break this down into parts. Okay, so there's two little loops in here, but I can see them as one. See, this is what I mean by going back and forth with the mama shapes, the papa shapes, and the see. So I just created a mama shape. Well, I can even see this is three loops right in here. Yeah, the third loop is goes in here. I can see those three loops as one shape right in there, and then I can see all these other two shapes over here. And being able to go back and forth, seeing as like seeing it as one shape, and then going back and forth, seeing it. It's almost like switching gears, and that takes some practice. Seeing it as one big shape and then seeing it as medium-sized shapes and then seeing it the detail in here. And that's going to help you with your accuracy and instead of just seeing the detail. Because then you can do that. And now I can go back in here and get all the fun stuff, the detail. Oh my gosh, you can see all my work has a lot of detail in it. And you get lost in the detail, just like, oh, I see this. And you're observing and you're looking and you see this and how it fits. And then you see this shape right in here. And then this up in here. Up in here. Up in there. There's an M. And then over here. And then another loops. These are all little loopy clouds. I think something like that. And you can use your imagination. This looks like an M or upside down W. W. Does that go out too far? Maybe it goes out too far. Let's cut it in a little bit. And then the bottom, that's a W. That looks like a W right in there. Upside down bird. Feel free to use your imagination. All right, that looks good. Not too clear on my camera, but it is what it is for now. It is what it is, and that's all that it is. AI. Ah, what I got so far, Anthony. Let's see what you got. I have to go, but thank you so much for so far. Seeing you sketch and break it down helped me understand to just draw and keep practicing. Yes, I'll be back for your next sessions in the future. Here's what I got so far for fun. Oh, he's uploading it. Ah, cool. There you go. You got it. I have to go too. All right, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. All right, great class. You're welcome. You're welcome, welcome. Yep. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah. And that's hard. It's hard being a teacher, you know. And then we got everybody, so it's so interesting is how school system works. But now with AI, and I'm working on an AI app for drawing, you can go at your own pace and get challenged and at your level and get guidance at your level, personal. There's just one teacher, but 30 students. Man, it was always tough. All right, let's get the rest of it going. And we can be here all night if we really just stick with everything, but I don't know how much we're gonna draw. Let's see. I'm gonna pick up the pace. Let's pick up the pace. We got the important part in. I'll share your drawing. Good job. Thank you for sharing. All right, we've got the and I can see a square shape. See, square shape, same height, same width. Right in there. It is longer because it goes up higher. But in here, it's like a square. That helps with the ratios. Then you've got the it's what is this called? It's a he's got a napkin around his neck, which is a bib. There you go. The bub has a bib. Mr. Grinch. So there we go. So it's made up of these parts. I'm just going to go ahead and draw. We're going to just draw really quickly. So we're going to pick up the pace now. All right, let's just pick up the pace. I'm going to draw this really quick. I'm just going to do it. Forget breaking it down. Because once you start breaking it down, then you can just do it automatically. You just do it. At first, it's, you go slow and you're looking and observing, and then you just see it. Oh, okay, I see. That's a circle. Oh, this is a shape right there. Oh, this is that. This is there. This is where it fits. And then your drawing is your result. It'll tell you. And say, okay, here's the hand right there. See, I can break it down there. There's a hand over here. The hand on this side's a little further out. This one's closer to the body. This one's a little further out. Then there's a big old knife right in here. Careful, don't cut yourself. And then here we got the fork, just for the fork of it. Use the fork loop. Oh my gosh. Eladio's silly tonight. Coffee. And then we got the turkey. Turkey's a big old shape right in here. See, like an oval shape, but cut at the bottom. That's actually flatter at the bottom than it is at the top. I can see how big it should. See, there's so much going on. There's all this. Then I can see the bananas here, the bananas on this side. And then I don't know, all these other circle oval shapes. And then over here, some bananas. See, those three bananas, I can just represent them as one oval right in there. And then you've got all these other little circles like in here. Boom, 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 boom. Scribble, scribble, scribble. And then I can go in there and just really quickly just put the bananas in. Bananas, are they bananas? I never. Who puts bananas on their turkey? I don't know. They look like bananas. I don't know what they are. Somebody knows? Put it in the chat. All right. So, anyways, there's the hand, but then here's the arm. The elbow comes down right in there. You can see it's like a puzzle, putting all the pieces together. Pick up the pieces. That maybe bring this hand out a little bit more. See, I can make these changes, adjustments, really easily. If I was focusing on the detail and I had to make those adjustments. See, that's the advantage of doing it this way as well. The advantage of seeing the big shapes. Because if you do all the detail, then you have to erase all that work to make a movement, to make an adjustment. But if you see the big shapes and you're going back and forth, you don't run across that problem. And if you have ever run across that problem, then you're like, I really appreciate the way we draw here and being able to see the big shapes first. And some people run across one problem and say, oh, I can't draw. See, they use that as evidence. See, I can't draw. But drawing has a lot of challenges in it. Math has challenges in it. Well, I can't do math. Well, because you've had a challenge you couldn't figure out and didn't have guidance, didn't have or they were trying to, move you along in the class and they're timed, right? So it's like you don't have all the time when you should. It's better to, you focus on a problem. It's really problem solving, solving problems. Because once you solve the problem, guess what? It's not a problem. 2 + 2 is 4. The first time you had to do it, you don't remember, but probably hard. The first time you had to tie your shoes, the first time you had to ride a bike. Then afterwards, it's like becomes automatic. Automaticity. Automatic. I'm gonna move this out a little bit. Oh, am I speeding up? Yeah, I'm speeding up. I'm just doing it. I want to explain. I almost even want to do the drawings for you, but I cannot. You have to do the push-ups. You have to, you know, work out. Work out. And drawing and practicing, that's working out. Working your brain. Boom, 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 boom. Work that brain. Ooh, the little pinky sticking out. I don't know. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just sketching it. It's a sketch. Someone says, "What's that supposed to be?" It's a sketch. Never mind your business. You don't know. You don't know art. Eladio says, "If you have to." I don't know. I don't know. Some people can be so cruel, and sometimes it's unintentional. Sometimes they don't know, or sometimes they were told. I don't know. Hurt people hurt people. Oh my gosh, sad to say. Yeah, you just, and if you can't be constructive, don't say nothing. Just say, oh, okay, cool, good effort. That's the thing. That's the good thing, man. You got the effort. Sometimes you don't see the effort. It's like, oh, great effort. Because you can always put more effort and get better. Even if, it's like, hey, you're coming in, paying your dues. You got to pay your dues to sing the blues. Giving it all tonight. Trying to transplant my brain to you guys because it's really the thinking. Drawing, half of it is the thinking. It's an inside job. All these little details, see all this little cross hatching and hatching and all that stuff, even in the face. You can get all in that in there. So don't worry about all that detail, but it's there. It looks nice. There's cross hatching. And then even the knife. There's a lot of detail in that knife. Well, yeah, there we go. See, you can see it's coming along. There's some familiar faces. I see Jane and I see the romper room. How many people remember the romper room? Oh my gosh. Romper room where this at. I see Jimmy. I see oh my gosh. Who's out here? Let me see. I see some. Oh, Debbie's in the house. Hey, hey. Hello, hello. Debbie's in the house. Where's my participants? We're down to 11. Hardcore heroes. Really glad I joined. You've done so much explaining of concepts that I had a hard time understanding while in school. Randy said that. Thank you. I will see you next month. Again, next month. Awesome. Thanks so much. It's hard for me to break down an image myself, but learning from you. Oh, all right, all right. Here we go. Yeah, I'm breaking it down, breaking it down, break it down. Yeah, that's how you solve problems. How do you solve problems? One bite at a time. How do you eat an elephant? You got to learn how to break it down. I'm breaking it down for you, but yeah, you gotta, you know, learn how to do it on your own. You can give a man a fish and feed him for a day, but you teach him how to fish, you feed him for life. Learn to break things down. And sometimes you just gotta break some eggs before break. Like I had coffee tonight. Overlapping right in there, nice. Then the knife goes inside this shape. And turkey. All right, I think that's it. I don't know. I'll take requests. Hey, we only have 10 people here left. I don't see what else. Maybe we should stop. I'll stop the recording and then continue it because I actually prefer that. We'll stop it. I can see these bananas right here. I can see these bananas three together. See this bananas three. I can see it as one shape, and I can see that shape how it fits relates to the rest of it. See? You see? Do my Cagney voice. You see? You, you dirty rat. And then I can break that piece down into three because that's three, right? And then it's being able to go back and forth. Back and forth. Because Pepperidge Farms remembers. God, I am so silly tonight. That's all good. I'm just in the mood. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I got Christmas lights up. I got you know how many years it's been since I put up Christmas lights. But my granddaughter's here, so I even went and bought out a tree and everything. Yeah, yep, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it after being down, but not out. You can be down, but don't be out. All right. And there's a lot more detail. There's a guy over here. See, this is how I would do it. There's a guy over here. There's a lady over here. See, over the shoulder. This goes out that way. See, I can just scribble them in. Another guy over here. And then I can just go in there and really just, see how fast you can do stuff, just scribbling stuff in. Oh, right about in there. This head over here, and just doing shapes, circles. This other little girl, she's right about there. See, looking at the relationship, she's got her forks. And then, just like really quickly, just scribble things in and seeing the relationships and seeing how it all fits. And there's this kid up here on a high chair over here, and then it probably swerves out a little bit further, and I can see how it all fits and use my imagination and see, okay, I can see how it all fits. Is it right? Is it not right? Do I need to make adjustments? This table goes out to here. This other guy's way over here. Probably go on. His head would go out I can imagine it. So you dream. This is dreaming right here. See, I'm hallucinating. Dream design do. And then you just, there you go. And there's all the detail, all the cross hatching and everything. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next challenge. You can take your time on this, color it, do what you want. Say what you will. Say what you will. Oh, that's an old song. Say what you will. Yeah, you will. Oh, that's Fast Way. Ooh, oh my gosh, that's a band you don't hear too much of. And that even went back when they were back in the day. They weren't they I don't know. They didn't go up that high. Fast Way. All right, let's see. Our next drawing. Next drawing for the night. Oh, somebody shared something. So I can share that first. Oh, and then I was going to share. Oh, let's stop. Let's stop recording. And then I'll share and then we'll get to recording real quick. So let's go to like, subscribe. Do what you need to do to help us out. Subscribe. We need subscribers. So I don't know. I'm not pushing it right now too much either. So let's see. Go to more. Let's go to stop recording. Stop.